Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. First, we're going to go ahead and talk about this situation with Nikocado, avocado, disappearing from YouTube. There has been quite a bit of rumor and speculation. Will he pop up in the coming weeks? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but for now, I have some ideas. And then we're going to touch briefly on Life by Jen. Lastly, I will go ahead and discuss some new developments from this ALR versus Foodie Beauty drama. Amberlynn actually took to her Instagram page to address it, and funnily enough, she blames the situation kind of on Nikocado, avocado of all people. All that and more coming up on today's edition of Girl Talk. Let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? Okay, you guys, so the first thing I wanted to talk about today was this Nikocado situation. It has gotten really weird. And I noticed that people are now claiming in video titles that Nick is no longer with us. I personally just do not think this is a cute look. Even if it is Nikocado, and he would probably be the first person to clickbait such a thing. So my search for Nikocado began by taking a look at his Patreon. A few of you guys commented, maybe there is something there. And I noticed that he has like limited space over there. You can no longer purchase the cheapest tier. And even when you go and scroll down and look at what is public, it looks like his last post over on Patreon was June 30th. A new mukbang, life update, and what's going on with me. Do we have anyone on the inside? I'm very hesitant to give this man a dime because I feel like if there were answers over on Patreon, then it would have been released. Someone would have leaked it by now, right? There is also his OF page, but I'm not in the mental headspace to go there right now. Please spare me. Although I fear a lot of us have seen it by now. So my last effort to find Nikocado led me to his Cameo page, which to me is not concrete enough proof that Nick still walks this earth. But if you check it out, his profile along with Orland's both say 24-hour delivery along with some pretty hefty price tags. Also, who's paying $110 for Orland? Look how it says ex-husband of Nick. This has to be a part of the whole ploy, right? If you are that curious to find out where Nick is, you're gonna have to pay up. And even then, I don't think the answer is out there yet. In regards to rumors I've heard, there is one that I find to be kind of plausible. That being that Nick has allegedly, possibly, may have been suspended from his YouTube channel. Has Nick gone too far when it comes to the content that he displays on his channel? Yes. And he doesn't really have the defense that our other girls have. With Chantel and ALR, they have the defense that they are just living their lives. That is their best defense. That can also be applied to Eugenia as well. While people could argue that they are promoting very unhealthy lifestyles, and I wouldn't disagree, Nick does not have that defense. He's clearly and very egregiously pushing the envelope on his channel. I also don't like the fact that his content is viewed by underage people. With ALR and Foodie again, the people watching, the vast majority are adults, which is a good thing in this situation. I did find this probably fake post from an alleged Orland account on Instagram, which is again likely fake but entertaining, as they claim that Orland and Nick have broken up yet again. Nick and I are breaking up, although dead. Likely story. Although my beloved husband and I have been together for over 6 years, we have made a difficult decision to part ways. I will no longer be involved in Nick's mukbang videos, and I will take some time to myself. This is a factor to why there have been no uploads on our socials. I will be active on this account. Now there is another Orland account, this one just his typical username Orland_home, but that one is set to private. I feel like if they ever did break up, it would take people months and months to actually believe that it was true. And even then, people would still think maybe that this was a long con. Now, in my last video, when we talked about Nikocado, we did say that he was celebrating his 400-pound milestone, but he didn't exactly hit it just yet until recently. One of his latest posts on Instagram/YouTube Shorts was a video of him stepping on the famous talking scale, and it read out the weight 403 pounds.
Hello, it's ready. 403.0 pounds.
I I do think that in a strange way, Nick sees himself as some sort of mastermind here on YouTube, and he's running this grand social experiment. But at this point, I can't help but think the joke's on you, bud. So, what do you guys think about this situation? Could there be something seriously wrong with Nikocado, or could this just be another one of his famous publicity stunts? Or is it possible that YouTube stepped in and put a halt to this, or maybe gave him a warning? That's another possibility. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, you guys, before we move on to the next segment, I did want to do a short update, not update, on Life by Jen. Now, recently, she did post this picture on her Instagram of Jean with their cat. And I just wanted to say that Jen has been on my mind a lot lately. There hasn't been much in regards to updates on what she has been doing. I did notice her causing a little drama on TikTok, but other than that, not much of anything. And to be honest, I've just been super worried for Jen. Like, she has claimed on her Instagram before that she has made a ton of progress, but then she also claims that she doesn't want to come on YouTube ever again. I also noticed in this Instagram post that she had a Chick-fil-A cup in the background. Gotta love Jean putting that car to good use. Also, in some positive news, I did want to give a big congratulations to Amy Slayton from TLC's Thousand Pound Sisters, because she did have her second child just recently. So congratulations, Amy. Okay, so I did want to talk about a couple of Instagram posts from Amberlynn Reid. Now, she does address the situation with Foodie yet again, and this even brings in Nikocado into the conversation, which is interesting because we just talked about Nikocado, right? But first, let's take a look at this post that kind of paints an interesting picture of Amberlynn's headspace. I've been binge watching Jersey Shore. Who is your favorite cast member? To which Amber replies, Angelina. Now, you know what came to my head as soon as this was said? Amberlynn probably feels sympathy for Angelina because she has always been the most hated cast member. With Amber being one of the most hated YouTubers, it almost makes complete sense that she would sympathize with Angelina's plight. I don't know why, but this just made so much sense to me. A couple of questions have been coming up recently in regards to Amber's health. Now, there is always that comment that she has diabetes, but Amberlynn came on her Instagram page to address that and says that she did her blood work and everything is perfectly fine. Take a look at this. Yes, my blood work was perfect. I almost cried. Having cancer made my blood work come back so weird sometimes. Like my white cell count, platelets, but everything was normal this time. I'm not even pre-diabetic. She also addresses the low heart rate, and her doctor again said that she was just overreacting. Okay, so recently we have been following this situation where Amberlynn went into Natter's side chat, who is Foodie Beauty's quote-unquote ex-boyfriend, and apologized to him for the community tab post that she did several months ago calling him a narcissist. Well, someone came into her Instagram to say that she was a bad friend to Chantal, and ALR was not having it. This is the tea. She blames Nikocado for this situation. You're a bad friend. They didn't even mention Chantal. This could have been about Becky. You never know. She supported someone who constantly insinuated I lied about having cancer. It's Nick. She publicly spoke about how much she liked someone who was ableist against my mobility by mocking me waddling to a tree, who used a scooter in Walmart, who says wipey in their videos, who calls me a liar, and who puts darkness on their knuckles, making fun of my health. She supported someone who did these things to me and it hurt me, but I handled that in private and never once spoke badly about her. Me apologizing to someone to clear my conscience is not me being a bad friend, especially when I stood by her this whole time unconditionally. All right, so what do you guys think about this situation? On one hand, there is a lot that ALR has looked past when it came to Chantal these past couple of months / year. And she says that she handled this privately. So does that mean that she spoke to Chantal about it? I do remember a couple months back when Foodie was collabing with Carly Steele. She talked about how Nick was just this amazing guy. She totally looked up to Nick. He was so nice and great and perfect. And I can't imagine what was going through ALR's head. A lot of people mentioned it. I mean, he was constantly throwing shade, and he does continue to say wipey, wipey, wipey in his videos, which I always found interesting just because he has such a higher subscriber count. Like, does everyone even know that he's talking about Amber? I don't know. I just think that at the end of the day, as Foodie has clarified, they weren't really that close. But it's very strange. Like, what the heck is going on with Amberlynn? It seems like she has fallen out with Becky. There's the rumors of her falling out with Eric and Ricky, and now Chantal as well. And the unfollowing of Dana on Instagram. What's going on, girl? All right, you guys, it's our favorite time of the day, and that is, of course, comment of the day. Today's comment comes in from yesterday's live stream. It was about the girls fighting, as well as Chantal possibly finding a new apartment for her and Pete's. This comment comes in from Star D, who says the following. I am so shook with Amber. Doesn't she ever talk to her friends to keep them in the loop when she does weird shit like this? About what she's doing before she does it. I can argue she always does things for herself. As confusing as it is, why does she have guilt over Natter but not Becky? That's definitely an interesting sentiment. I mean, she felt that she had all this guilt over Natter, but why? It was just a community tab about someone she doesn't even know at all, who she's probably crying and having anxiety attacks over. She made a choice with that one. A freaky weasel on the internet is who she feels like she has to make amends with. Her therapist can't have told her to do that. Okay, so there is more to the comment. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here for the sake of time, but you guys can go ahead and read it. This whole situation, really, it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe Amber was trying to stir up some drama and that was the reason. I just, as the commenter suggested, why is she so eaten up about this situation with Natter when she had that situation recently with Becky and she doesn't feel bad about that at all? She doesn't feel bad about the years that they've spent together turning into simple YouTube back and forth. It just seems so odd. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think about this situation with Nick? Will he pop up this coming week or something? And thoughts on Amberlynn actually blaming this situation on Foodie's love of Nikocado. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.